What's up, what's up,
What's
what's up,
up?
everybody? Welcome to Lab
Lab
Africa
Africa
Podcast.
Podcast.
So, this is the platform where we share and interview creative entrepreneurs
Yep,
and
tell
business
them.
people who are doing incredible and amazing things on the
Yeah, on
continent.
the continent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then we do this to hope to inspire
yeah,
the
for real.
youths and even inspire ourselves as well,
Yes.
and keep pushing it. And Judah and I want to say a happy new
Happy New Year,
year.
guys.
Yeah,
We know we've been away for quite a bit, but
yeah,
it's just because life was happening. We're putting together this set.
yeah.
Wanting to bring you guys the best in terms of quality, when it comes to sound, when it comes to even the look and feel,
Yeah,
and the whole experience on this podcast.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And we'll be talking more about it,
Yeah,
yeah, in this episode. But in today's episode, we're just going to be sharing with you our journey in the last 6 months, the
yeah.
reason why we've been missing. So if you are interested, sit by, keep tuned as we listen from our sponsors. So, yo, Judah, can you tell our audience why we've been missing for the last 6 months? Eh?
Why we've been missing for the last 6 months? You want to know? Because life has been good.
Yeah,
We can't complain.
yeah,
We've been working on projects, video projects here and there, traveling, going to Kumasi. Like we've been doing educative. Okay, on my end, I've been learning. When I say learning, not just learning the whole videography, because now we've partnered together, and so we are working on Stylus. Okay, like on Stylus Innovative, but when I say learning, it's learning from the documentaries we've been doing.
yeah.
Because we shot 2 documentaries within 6 months, and man, I would leave. I'll pause here, so I don't want to overstretch it. So then you tell us you tell our viewers
Yeah,
your take
yeah.
out.
Um, so like as you guys already know, like Judah has been working on his business travel venture in the
Yeah,
last year, and then but we've also partnered
yeah,
and we've been working a lot on some of the project that has been coming in the way of Stylus Innovative Studios, and Judah has been such a great partner, great team member, and yeah, so we did like he said two, but we've actually been doing a lot of documentary film. By the way, two major documentary films that we did in the last
yeah,
6 months, and they've been really beautiful. Like we've learned a lot. One was on disabilities, and it's just about the history of disability association in Ghana,
I
and
think two. I
yeah,
think two on disability. So
yeah,
our personal project,
yeah, yeah,
which is abilities part 2,
yeah.
and then
Then the history of the
the history
GSPD.
of the GSPD. Yeah,
Yeah, and then we've done few other documentaries, some related to the Accra Fashion Week, which is one of the
yeah,
recognized fashion week on the continent, and then. Yeah, I mean we can't mention all of them here, but that has been keeping us really busy.
yes. And
Yeah,
just to name drop, we worked for one of the big stations, news stations in the world.
yeah.
We'll not drop a
We
name, but
don't
just for you to know,
yeah, yeah. We can't mention all of this, but yeah, that's this we are very grateful
Yeah,
about, and the fact that um, so that's what we are going to be talking about. The fact that it was just something maybe small, I would put it, something we did few years ago, and
yeah,
then all of this that we are experiencing as individuals and as a business is because of that one step, one work we decided to put in,
yeah,
one sacrifice we decided to
yeah.
make, and uh, that is something we are hoping to share with you on this
Yes,
podcast. Actually, before we started recording, we are having conversation around it, and
yes,
you know, the whole thing has been about the fact that how do you, as a creative entrepreneur, get the gigs? How do you get the jobs?
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you stay and then people just begin to call you? Even it will start with the small income, but how do you get that coming in regularly?
Yeah.
Because there was a friend of ours who was like, "Yo, kindly, she has work spending," and how do you do that as a creative? Because even for
Yeah.
us, we have like what 2 3 work spending
Yeah.
that we've not even shot. We are still kind of like planning even the first one before we shoot and then go into the next ones.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
Yeah. Would
So
you like to start?
For me, I think it's just, first of all, you have to invest because
Mm.
there should be something you have to show for it.
Yeah.
You cannot just say, "Hey, I'm an entrepreneur. What do you do?" I do what I do, but what do you really do?
Yeah.
You have to put out some work. So if you're a videographer, do some short videos here and there with your in shots, with your phone apps and all that. And then who knows? Maybe one day you'll be a producer of a podcast like Joaquin, and shout out Joaquin.
Yeah.
But you have to first of all put out some work, then you can use that to market yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And then I have a story to support that.
Mm-hmm.
So as a story design studio, Stylus Innovative Studios, um, we we be mostly designing logo, packaging, websites and apps and
And
stuff
all
for
the
our clients,
branding.
branding things,
Yeah.
and then we decided to like do something a bit different at the end of 2020, and then that was to shoot our first documentary film,
Yeah.
and this was like a film that was um mostly funded by us from our pockets, but we got a bit of sponsorship also as well from we got a sponsorship from Xeon Tech. They
Yes.
sent us a
Yeah.
gimbal. Shout out to Xeon. Thanks for your
Shout outs.
sponsorship. And so we did that film, and was just a pure personal project, a
Yeah.
passion project to tell the story about how persons with disability are also contributing to the economic, socio-economic growth of my country, Ghana.
True.
And that was it. But that was actually I thought that was it. We're just doing that. But interestingly, that was the beginning of the whole journey of me becoming a film director.
Yeah.
Where right after that film, someone hit us up or like, "Yo, we've done a research in this area of, in this area that is in disability, and we would like to do a film with that." And it was because I had done a film about entrepreneurs with disability. It almost seemed like perfect for me to do that particular,
Yeah.
film. And then that was like the beginning of the whole,
Yeah.
journey. And then like we need a bigger crew. And then like Judah had to come on board, and then it just started, working out. And then now after one project after the another, and then after the other, and that is how um,
True.
it all began. So it's about putting in some work out there
Yes.
for potential clients to
Yeah.
see, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, we might find many excuses for
Oh
which we
yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, I actually had many reasons not to do that particular first project because I'm known to be a good graphic designer, animator, So why am I not rather doing more animation work and put it out there? Why
Yes.
film? It
Yeah.
almost felt like a waste of time or resources at that particular moment.
Yeah.
But I was like, I really wanted to do that. I wanted to tell my story. So I was like, just do this. So I would want to encourage all the creatives out there that like if whatever passion, whatever creative idea that you have there, just do it, push it out there, put it there. It doesn't have to be a big because we
No,
shot
it
it. I
doesn't.
mean, hopefully one day we'll bring the camera that I shot my first film
Yes.
with, right?
So
And I'm
it was
hoping that would inspire
so
you.
there was that, there was iPhones,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
borrowed
Camera.
gadgets,
Yeah.
cameras and all that. For me, the inspiration I draw from, because I came to meet the production at the end, latter end of it.
Mm-hmm.
The inspiration, it's you have to solve a problem.
Yeah.
We've been saying this over and over. You have to solve a problem, but
Yeah.
also if you're solving a problem, which is your personal problem that you are trying to solve, it should be bigger than you.
Mm.
That's a good vision. A
Mm.
vision should always be bigger than you. Like your vision, your mission should always be bigger than you. If it's
Yeah.
just you and how to satisfy yourself now, then it's just like
Yeah.
now, today.
Yeah.
But then because it was about you, the first video was supposed to be about you, then it became about other entrepreneurs who had disabilities.
Yeah.
And then now from that, like we've seen the amazing works even for them themselves, the guys who were part of the first video.
Yeah.
They've got in the platform they got. Like one guy got orders from the States and all that. Like for me, I'll say even if the video did not show on TV, and it did show on TV and all that, it was still successful. Because success okay, you also have to determine your own meaning of success.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's grew more than you. It's much bigger than you. Like
Yeah.
abilities, I'm sure when somebody else should see it right now, they'll be inspired to do something else.
Yeah.
Like, man,
And I think like the earlier conversation we are having,
yeah,
that is what it has become, an inspiration for many like
yes,
creatives like ourselves, where we started off with how many years? The camera we were using was like from 2008, right? So
yeah,
just imagine. And then now being able to own really good film cameras,
yeah,
the video, like really quality cameras to shoot our documentary films on, really good lenses, really good audio setup, like all most of the equipment any filmmaker would want to shoot a good film with, right? And how we were able to do that within a span of like a year.
true.
You get it? From because the idea of the film came in 2020 and we started shooting 2021,
Yeah,
and then by the end of the year, or by the end of the year, we had our first cinema camera.
yes,
And then within 2022, yeah, within
yeah,
2022 we had most of the gears that we needed. And
yes.
then that was like that for us. And then it's just been an incredible journey, and we are even excited of how it's helped us, and we've gotten to this space where we have our own um,
Studio space.
studio.
Yeah,
Yeah. Would you like to talk
and
about
whew, so the first one, guys, the first space was Martinson's living room, and this is like when we started the podcast. It was just because I used to go to his place often, and then we'll sit, we'll chat, and we were like, oh, like we should share our
conversation?
conversations with the rest of the world. And so we started doing shooting. First of all, the first one we're shooting with my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then we didn't show any, we didn't upload
Yeah, it
any
was mostly
footage.
audio
It
on
was
the
mostly
on
audio
the Apple
with
Podcast,
on
Google
Apple
Podcast,
Podcast,
yeah, and then
and then we
Spotify.
moved to use the cinema camera when it came. It's
Yeah.
a Black Magic, and we're shooting it in his living room. And then sometimes you have his children walking and all that. It was so cute, but then you have to wait for them to sleep and everything, or like take their naps during the middle of the day, or you have to wait till late in the night.
Yeah.
Now we have our own space where we can shoot from now until, and we can even like we're even looking at opening the space for other creatives to come and shoot their
Yeah.
own podcasts,
Yeah.
come and shoot their photos, videos. Like, man, I don't know what to say. Like, it's been a journey, and
Yeah.
it's been really. I love the process.
Yeah.
Tell you the
Yeah.
truth, like I've fallen in love. I've not been a process person. I'm growing up, but now with everything that's happened, I'm loving processes
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that is really good to know that, yeah, you begin to appreciate process because
yeah.
uh even like as we're speaking, I feel like this is still just the beginning,
Oh yeah,
right? So it's
yeah.
still part of the process because what we are hoping to get to, we are not there yet.
Yes.
And this is part of the whole process. We've not reached yet. And this is what we are proud of. For the last 6 months, we've been
Yeah.
missing. That's what we've been working on. Um,
So guys, the reason why we went missing.
yeah, we've been putting up, like, I mean, apart from doing the films,
Yeah.
we've been putting up this space, working really hard on it, and hoping to create a space or have a space where young
True.
creatives could come in. So this space is going to be available for YouTubers who
Yeah.
probably needs um, more gears to push their
Yes.
content up.
Yeah.
There are enough cameras here to shoot your content. There are
Yeah.
enough
Enough.
sets here. There are enough microphones here. Like we could do, and you could do anything within the space for your content, photography, videography, and then sound recording. It's just awesome, and we are actually excited about it. So
Yes.
this is what we want to share with you in our very first
But
episode. Yeah.
before let's do it. So, like we need to celebrate
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
look in my eyes. They say if you don't look in my eyes, I get 7 years of bad. I can't say
yeah.
on camera.
Don't worry, just water. But we like he just said, we are we need to learn to celebrate little
Yes.
progress, and then
Yes.
that is it. If you don't appreciate the little progress,
Yeah.
now everything becomes a complaint.
Yes. It feels like you're
A
working,
com-
but you're not
you're
getting
not getting it
results.
results,
Yeah.
like you are complaining, but you probably have moved from charging 10 cities to 20 cities,
Yes.
or $10 to $20 wherever you are from, right? And then you need to appreciate those little progress, because
Yes.
then that should be an inspiration
True.
for the next
True.
charge or the next project you're going to be
True.
doing. So that's what we are doing today, and we're excited that you people are taking this journey with us. We are hoping to also experience part of your journey through your
Yes.
feedback.
Yes.
Probably you've been doing something exciting within the last 6 months that we've not been in touch. Just hit us up in the comment. What have you been up to? Tell us what are you doing currently, and then we hope to share with you more of our journey. We hope to share with you more of the journey of our guests. This season we have beautiful lineup of incredible individuals. People
Yeah.
like mostly young people doing amazing stuff. Young entrepreneurs, and then we're gonna be bringing them in this
Tell him.
season.
Tell him.
Yeah,
Tell him.
it's yeah. One thing to expect in this season is it's going to be a lot of fun. We actually
Yes. It's
calmly
fun.
we are calmly trying to pull you into the season, because
Yeah.
it's going to be like by the end of the season it's going to be like yay. So like yeah,
Yeah.
and then hopefully by the end of the season you'll be like on fire to like start that business you've been wanting to do. You'll be like on fire to like push your business and your creativity to another level.
Yes.
Yeah,
For me, all I can say is that this season, one of the main things we will do, apart from it being fun, is to move you from a place where we know there's hardship in a lot of economies in Africa, in the world, but get you to resign from that comfort zone of maybe your 9 to 5 job, getting a regular paycheck, to step out there and do what you're supposed to do or
yeah.
what you feel like you should be doing.
Do more.
Because, man, if you don't do it, then who will?
Yeah.
If you don't solve that problem that you see and you face, who will? So this is the time. We're just here to encourage you. And what we're saying is, don't just view this video, like, share, comment, but also reach out on Instagram,
Yeah.
the L.A.B Africa podcast.
Yeah.
Let's do this together. This is a
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So let's interact. Let's talk. Let's seek help where you want to be helped, and let's just grow together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as the season goes on, any personality that comes on that you would like to get in touch with, just hit us up as well on our socials, and we are much excited to introduce us to one another. That's it. We are building the community. We are building the connection as young entrepreneurs, young creatives. So thanks so much. And as
Thank you,
usual, like
guys.
we say,
Let's make
Africa
Africa
great
great
again. Peace.